If you had to say a few words, what this workshop meant to you, what would you say?
Insightful, practical,
with true and personalized spiritual guidance.
Love without expectation.
Unity and love.
In fact, it changed my life.
It was a life-changing experience.
This workshop has really changed my life. It has given me a purpose on what I should do for the rest of my life.
This sunrise marks the start of yet another 5-day spiritual workshop, and seekers from various countries have gathered at the Spiritual Research Center and Ashram in Goa, India.
I didn't know anything about India. It's first time in India. First time I knew about the greatness in India about spirituality. So it just the workshop popped up, and I wasn't seeking to travel or anything. So I just booked it, and I knew, like I said, God, if this is something for me, make it happen.
Over the past 3 years, we have had over 30 5-day spiritual workshops, and seekers from almost 50 countries have attended these workshops.
I really did not know what to expect, as I was coming to India for the very first time. But then, as I exited the airport, I saw one of the seekers who had come to pick me up, and he was holding a welcome placard. It was really reassuring.
The venue for the 5-day spiritual workshop is at the Spiritual Research Center and Ashram, which is just about a 45-minute drive from Davor Airport in Goa.
I was a bit nervous, but there was also some joy that I would be getting to learn. When I first entered the ashram premises and saw the building for the very first time, it was everything I had imagined and much more. There was a spiritual positivity about it. And then, when I saw the seekers waiting to welcome me, I felt so comfortable and felt at home.
We welcome you on behalf of SSRF and the University of Spirituality. It is very nice that all of you could travel so far and participate in this workshop. The sessions that we have, they are very interactive. So feel free to ask any questions, any doubts that you may have.
In 2015, the Maharishi University of Spirituality began to offer 5-day spiritual workshops under the guidance of His Holiness Dr. Athavale, who is the founder of the university.
When His Holiness Dr. Athavale guided that we should have this workshop, I felt his immense love for all the seekers across the world who are actually struggling to know what they should do to make spiritual progress. He himself looked in all the aspects of the curriculum, so it can be a life-changing experience for those who have desire for God realizations. So they get clear directions, have to make fast spiritual progress and fulfill the purpose of human birth.
The foundation of this workshop is the personality defect removal process, created and developed by His Holiness Dr. Athavale.
Personality defect removal process is actually a spiritual tool that helps us overcome defects in our personality and also takes us towards God. Our personality defects are the main reason why we experience unhappiness in our lives. You will start to experience happiness and you will overcome these personality defects which you may have.
This form of spiritual practice, which is the PDR process, is recommended for all seekers.
Before I used to experience a lot of stress and fears.
to speak with some new person or in bigger group. And coming here on 5-day workshop, I learned about PDR process, and because of that now I can overcome stress and fears and learn from others.
At the spiritual workshop, we practically demonstrate simple and yet potent self-healing techniques that helps to channelize positive energy into one and removes negative energy.
I found very useful the self-healing methods because I can do it at home and I am not dependent on any other people.
I've been used to be practicing meditation, but I was never able to reach such a deep meditation. I wasn't asking for it. It just happened, and I really felt I was there. I'm grateful to God for being able to reach a good meditation, a meditation I was searching since a long time to reach.
There was a session about spiritual distress and what are the symptoms. After that session, I realized everything what SSRF, the spiritual research, and the Guru principle want the whole society to understand is to be independent. The problems, to understand the problems from the spiritual reality and how they can help themselves. So I felt immense grateful.
At the workshop, we open up our library and show you some of the more unique footages that we have shot over the years of how the spiritual dimension affects our lives. And when we start learning to include or take cognizance of the impact of the spiritual dimension into our lives, it changes everything. It just elevates our viewpoint and we never really see the world like we would before. And I feel that this knowledge is really the first step to being truly aware.
When I had come for the workshop and became aware of how the spiritual dimension affects us, it was a real eye-opener and a light bulb had been switched on. And I was really grateful for all the research and videos.
In addition to the classroom sessions, we got a lot of informal interaction going on the dinner table and on the breakfast table. And those conversations were very insightful. They added so much flair to the whole workshop, and we really bonded over those cups of tea and coffee. So that was very interesting.
I come from Canada, a city that's very busy, very, very hectic every day, running back and to from work. So to come here and see the simplicity of life, how much joy it brings to everyone here, and really see it in their face, so much warmth that they give to you.
We have been through 30 spiritual workshops so far and had seekers from over 40 countries attending the workshop. We have been amazed to see the positive changes in their faces, in their thoughts, their perspectives, and in their very attitude towards life. And all this change in just the span of 5 days. I feel that itself is a testimony of the effectiveness of the workshop and the highly positive environment. Such internal change can only happen when true spirituality is practiced. When we compare their faces before and after the workshop, it's so nice to see how they have become positive in just 5 days.
I've also learned that everything happens as per God's plan. We just have to make honest and sincere efforts every day. I really experienced the grace of God, and that's the most precious love I've ever felt in my life. Since then, I've never wanted anything else but God.
I recommend it to anybody who wants to experience something big in their lives. Come for your first week, go to a workshop. You'll see the changes happening and you will want to come back.
What I realized as I was leaving back for the airport is that this workshop is an opportunity to truly seek God, to bring out your qualities, to know yourself and to be a better person overall.
One of the defining features of the workshops organized by SSRF and the University of Spirituality is that it's not just about attending the workshop and that's it. For those who want spiritual growth and want the ultimate, that is God realization, we continue to support and help them. Also, we have many spiritual meetings across various time zones where we help seekers grow spiritually.
And on behalf of the Maharishi University of Spirituality and the Spiritual Science Research Foundation, we wish you the very best in your spiritual journey and hope to see you at the workshop one day.